So let's talk about something huge. The old way of selling, it's pretty much dead. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what's changed and what you really need to do to succeed in today's market. Right off the bat, let's tackle the question that's kind of hung over the whole profession for years. Is sales just a bag of tricks? For the longest time, that was the perception. But, as we're about to see, that idea is completely, totally outdated. To really get the new way of doing things, we first have to understand why the old way is failing so badly. A lot of the traditional sales training out there is built on a playbook that, frankly, is just broken. One of the biggest problems is just getting in the door. The absolute best sales courses can cost a fortune, which puts them way out of reach for most individuals and definitely for smaller companies. That alone creates this huge skill gap from the very beginning. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Even for the people who do make it into one of these training sessions, the results can be, well, not great. Think about it. In any given session, more than half the room might be completely disengaged. They're on their phones, taking calls, or just spaced out. And that's the key, right? You can't force someone to learn. The single most important ingredient is a motivated learner.
But here's the thing. Ineffective training, that's really just a symptom. The real underlying problem is so much deeper. There's been this massive power shift, and the customer is now, without a doubt, in the driver's seat. So what's behind this huge evolution? It's social platforms. We used to live in a world where the salesperson held all the information, all the cards. Now, we're swimming in information. That psychological shift has completely flipped the script and given all the power to the customer.
The way we buy things now is just totally different. Let's say you're looking for a new phone. You see an ad online. What's your next move? You're not calling the company. No way. You're posting on social media, asking your friends what they think. You get real, honest advice, and by the time you even think about talking to a salesperson, your mind is probably already 90% made up. And this quote right here, it just nails it. You have to work under the assumption that your client has already done their homework. You're not the gatekeeper of information anymore. They're coming to you already informed, often with a strong opinion already formed. So if the old playbook is out the window, what's the new one? Well, it's not a new set of clever tricks. It's a new set of fundamental skills, 4 of them, to be exact, that really define what it means to be a successful modern salesperson. First up is expertise. And look, this isn't about memorizing features from a brochure. It's about knowing your product so deeply that you can see exactly how it becomes a real solution for your customer's unique problem. You're not a product pusher, you're a problem solver. Second, we have communication. And let's be super clear about this. This has nothing to do with how fluently you speak a language. It's all about building trust. It's about being able to genuinely listen to what your customer needs and then have a real conversation that actually addresses those needs. The third skill is more of a mindset, really. It's putting the customer first. This has to be in your DNA. It means that before you think about your sales quota or any internal target, the customer's needs are the absolute #1 priority, period. And finally, relationship management. The goal isn't just to make a sale today. It's about building long-term relationships that are based on trust. Because when a customer truly trusts you, they don't just come back. They become your biggest advocates. They're the ones spreading that all-important positive word of mouth. Okay, so what does this all boil down to? When you put all these pieces together, it becomes crystal clear. The path to real, long-term success isn't about learning new tricks. It's about developing true expertise. And here's the real kicker. Sales was never really about tricks. At its very core, it was always about having deep, undeniable expertise. All that's happened is that our hyper-transparent world has stripped away all the smoke and mirrors and made that truth impossible to ignore. And, when you put the two approaches side by side, the difference is just night and day. Tricks are all about the short-term win. It's manipulation. It's about just getting that one deal closed. Expertise? That's about the long game. It's about building trust and creating a lasting relationship. They're two completely different worlds. And for anyone who actually masters these 4 modern skills, the payoff is huge. We're talking about being able to handle more accounts, bringing in higher sales volumes, and earning more responsibility and respect in your organization. This is the real path to career growth. So as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with this one final thought. The next time you're talking to a customer, just ask yourself this. Are you trying to build a relationship, or are you just trying to close a deal? Your answer to that question will define your success.